Hey, welcome back to another OVR weekly shooting drill. This week we're returning to an intermediate drill, or what we call a blue level, which is kind of in the middle. And you'll find out why we call this an intermediate. You could probably call it an advanced if you want, but this is a really unique drill. It can only be done here at OVR, and this is one of our custom live video shooting scenarios. And this highlights really one of the most unique aspects that we have right here at OVR. When we say that we can customize your training, we aren't just referring to how you shoot or how you draw from your holster. We can really customize every aspect. So in this video, you're going to recognize me and Michael, and we're impersonating patrons that are walking into really any public space. This could be your retail store, or a coffee shop that you're working at, or that you're there just visiting a friend. In this case, it's right here at OVR, and we walk in. And as we walk in, we say that our truck is broken down and we just want to use the restroom. Seems innocent enough, but in today's society, may not be quite so innocent. From this initial entry, one of the gentlemen just asks to use the restroom. And so as the two people stand there, this is where we can customize this. We can go a dozen or more different ways with this. And that just really depends on two major factors. The first factor is the shooter, the person that is training at this point. The second factor would be us at OVR. And so, with this, like I said, you can, simple enough, tell them, no, you can't use the restroom. It's, for patrons only, and end it. The good thing about our training here is we don't have to end it there. So we certainly can allow the two people to just walk out the door and everything's over, no problems. But we also have the option of having either of those two gentlemen turn around, and either of them could turn and draw a pistol to shoot. They could also draw a business card where it looks like they're drawing a pistol, but they're actually pulling a business card out to give to you. So you can't immediately shoot if they turn. And so we have the option of playing with that to where we can have either one of those shooters do that. On the other hand, if you say, yeah, sure, you can use the restroom, again, we have a couple of different directions we can go with this. Pushing one button, that one person goes to the bathroom, they come out, the two people leave. Everything's done. Another option is that person crosses to go to the restroom. That second person could pull a business card, they could pull a pistol, a knife. There's a bunch of different options that we can go with for them, and it's just a matter of whatever button we choose based on how you, as the trainee, are reacting to the situation. We could also have that person go to the restroom, and then when they come back and the two gentlemen leave, just like in the beginning, one of them can always turn and brandish a pistol at that point. Because we're creating all of these scenarios and these videos, and we're able to control with the stroke of the keyboard what the threat or no threat does on the screen, the options are essentially limitless for us. And we just need to be able to create these. And at the same time, we can change how you, the trainee, are. If you want to pretend that you're actually at, say, a coffee shop, then we could have you with a pistol in your bag or your purse. We can have it on you and concealed. If you're the worker, we can have it where it's behind the counter and you have to be able to get to it, so you can actually see how long it takes you to respond and to get to that weapon to respond to a potential threat. The whole point of a scenario like this is that we want to create as realistic of a training environment as possible. Going to the range, standing stationary, plugging out 2, 3, 4, 5 shots at a time at a stationary paper target, that's just not realistic when in reality, if somebody's threatening your life, your heart rate goes up, your adrenaline goes up. And studies have shown when that happens, that could decrease your dexterity by as much as 50% if you haven't been training with that. Now, imagine if you're trying to bobble for your pistol and your dexterity is decreased 50%. You're going to drop the pistol, you're going to shoot early, shoot yourself, you're going to shoot an innocent bystander. And there's all kinds of potential problems that could happen with that if you haven't been training properly. So, we want you to come in here to OVR. We want to create that realistic training environment to where, you come in and you do some jumping jacks, get your heart rate up, and get that adrenaline going a little bit, and then let us throw some of these live scenarios at you. We can also have you do that and just throw standard targets and just see how your accuracy change once that heart rate gets up. But again, the more you train, the more you practice and do that, the better you're going to get at it. And so that's why we want you to come out to OVR and do that training. All right, appreciate it. All right, thanks, appreciate it.